Mario Kart World is a hell of a lot of fun, but it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be this much fun to be robbed of victory. Worse than that time my cat jumped off my kitchen table to catch a bird and then fell 4 stories, thus giving the bird advantage as, it can fly, birds fly. Except, kind of this time the bird has the blue shell and 3 red shells, and it's going to make you go from 1st to 20th. I'm not making that up, that happened to me yesterday on the finish line. Anyway, let's quickly talk about the elephant in the room, because we know all the hate baiters are here ready to smash, dislike, or whatever they do nowadays. The question of what something's worth has been around since the dawn of money. It's nothing to do with Nintendo, it's nothing to do with video gaming, it's just always been a thing. I've been buying games since the late 90s, when games were £50 on console and £30 on PC. It's now 30 years later, games are $80, £75, and people think that's insane, but people thought £50 was insane for a video game. But being real with you, is the open world enough to justify the price tag? Because that's what Nintendo tried to do. And in the context of that, no, that the open world does not justify the price tag, but nothing will justify a £80 or $80 video game to most people. But saying that, does £70 sound good for a video game to those people who don't think £75 is good? What about 65, 60? I think ultimately we live in this capitalist world where something is worth what you are willing to pay. And quite simply, if you don't think it's worth it, you're not going to buy it and the prices will come down. I don't think most video games that I review nowadays are worth £65 or £70, which is what most games are priced in the UK. Mario Kart World was £5 more, £75. I reserve that kind of value for money, and I use that term loosely because it's so subjective, for a real handful of games, to be honest, that have been released in the last few years since the prices went up. But what I can tell you is that if you have this game bundled with the Switch 2, it is well worth that money. That's about £30 for Mario Kart World when it's bundled with the Switch 2. And categorically, objectively, that is an insane deal. Though the open world may not justify the price, what is also true is that this game outside of the open world is fantastic. Put simply, Mario Kart World is utterly joyous. It's a flipping fun time for you, your family, kids, friends, your cat, whoever it may be who's around in your room at the time. It has some real high-level gameplay available to you should you wish to engage with it. But also on a base level, it allows for the sort of accessibility that just lets everybody have fun. It's a triumph of racing game design, striking the perfect balance between accessibility for newcomers and depth for seasoned players. Whether you're a casual gamer looking for chaotic fun or a competitive racer looking for an edge on every corner, this entry in the legendary series delivers an exhilarating experience. To sum it up simply, I've had a big smile on my face playing Mario Kart World. The new Knockout Mode is a sensationally good addition to the options on offer. On launch day, the online mode worked seamlessly for me, and though the open world feels more like a gimmicky addition than anything truly fleshed out, as a whole package, it comes together as what I can only describe as the ultimate chill game with a competitive streak. The controls are as tight as the drifts, the tracks as pulsating as the turbo boosts, and the music as Nintendo-y as Nintendo gets. In a world of endless Souls-likes, isn't it just fun to put on a game where you can just kick back and have a smile on your face and laugh with your mates? Even if you can't win a knockout game to save your life. But that's okay, guys, right? That's totally okay, it's fine. It's totally fine.
Sorry to interrupt, but there are some policemen here. They say they need to speak to you about irregularities in the pension fund.
I see. Could you make me a cup of tea, please, Stephanie?
Core to the joy of World is the accessible yet deep mechanics. The core mechanics remain easy to pick up, accelerate, drift, use items, but mastery reveals layers of nuance. The drift boost systems rewards well-timed turns with speed boost, encouraging players to refine their technique, but it's not all about getting the max boost, it's about knowing when to jump out of your boost and get the boost rather than save for the big boost. Beginners can enjoy the simple joy of racing, while experts can optimize their lines and boost timings for faster laps. I think the hidden gem of Mario Kart World is the mid-air tricks, because what they allow you to do is, due to the physics engine, just kind of jump and get boosts off anything that you see on the track. And that allows for some insane shortcuts. Following on from this, you have fantastic track design, and just before I get into the general track design, Rainbow Road here is genuinely jaw-dropping, it really is. But the tracks are vibrant visually, they have clever layouts, there's secrets and shortcuts on every corner, and it caters to all skill levels. There's beginner-friendly courses featuring wide paths and forgiving turns, while expert tracks introduce tight corners, split routines, grinding, jumping off walls, and so much more. All of it demands precision. Item system remains a perfect blend of luck and skill, and that's what makes it so good for newbies. Newcomers can rely on powerful items like the blue shell or lightning bolt to shake up the race from behind, while veterans learn to defend against them with well-timed boosts or defensive items. Now I do have one gripe with the item system. I think right now it's way too skewed against the person who's first. Basically, if you're in first, the race becomes a bit of a defensive slog. And I just wish there was just a percentage chance of getting anything. I don't think I've ever had any kind of decent offensive item or defensive item other than a single green shell when I've been in first place. And I think that needs a little bit of fine tuning. Final verdict, Mario Kart World is a near perfect kart racer as a base foundation, and they're only going to add to it with DLC. It offers something for everyone. Its welcoming design makes it a joy for beginners, while the depth in mechanics, track layouts and shortcuts ensure experts will keep coming back for more. Whether you're in it for the chaotic fun or the pursuit of perfection, Mario Kart World delivers in every way. Yes, the debate about cost and cost efficiency will rage forever, but quite frankly I've always found that to be a bit of a pointless debate, because ultimately we all value money differently. You may say that this game's not worth £80 or £75, but on the flip side there'll be many people who tell you games aren't worth £70 or £65, and it's been like that since I was a kid, and it continues to be like that now. I know real world wages are not increasing with the cost of living, that's a whole other debate, and it sucks that a game that brings so much joy has also brought so much pain due to Nintendo's pricing. However, like I said at the start, if you're picking up a Switch 2, you just get this bundled in because that is a fantastic deal and there's no debate about that. In terms of time efficiency as well, Mario Kart World is excellent. You can pick up this game and put it down at will. It's something you can play for 5 minutes, it's something you can play for 5 hours. The bunch of collectibles, racers, karts, skins, they'll always reward you for putting some time in. And I think for experts and casuals alike, that's a great little payoff. Okay, thank you so much for listening and watching. I appreciate it. If you want to hit a like, subscribe. I never really like telling people to do that, but it's supposedly what you have to do according to ChatGPT. Anyway, take care guys, thanks so much.